What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and today I'm bringing you a team tactical domination gameplay. And for this reason, I'm using the UMP with a silencer and a range or kick. I'm not quite sure. And I'm using a secondary G18 extended mags, which I really love a lot. I think it's a fantastic gun. As long as you stay away from the akimbo, as I mentioned in that commentary talking about the best secondary weapon. As long as you stay away from the akimbo attachment, you're fine. It's a very fast killing weapon, fast swap, and then obviously the UMP is pretty beast too. So I got my try hard class set up sort of, because I'm using hard line, sleight of hand, and steady aim. But then again, that makes me a try hard every time I ever play this game. This is a team tactical. I was playing with a couple of subs, and I think maybe it was one sub and one of his friends. I honestly can't remember. This was a while back. But I do just sort of want to jump on the bandwagon real quick because Wings of Redemption just made a video talking about... Ooh, look at that double kill. Wings of Redemption just made a video talking about Black Ops 2 gun balance. And he was talking about like the LMGs and snipers, and I just want to put out my opinion out there because I don't entirely agree with everything he was saying. So let's just talk about Black Ops real quick. Black Ops' main flaw was lack of gun diversity. While the guns all sounded very different, and which is not always true in this case, and the guns all looked very different, a lot of them had a lot of similar traits. For instance, the AUG and FAMAS were essentially twins. The Galil, the AK-47, the Commando, all fired 750 rounds a minute and were all practically the same. On top of that, you also have the Enfield firing at the same rate, the 74U, the MP5K, and you guys probably know the other ones I'm missing, but all of those weapons fired the exact same fire rate. And while for balance, ooh, look at the CG18 is so good. Now for balance purposes, that might not be the worst thing, but as for playing the game, you want a bunch of guns that are all different. I don't want to think I have this FAMAS, and then the FAMAS runs out of ammo, and I can pick up an AUG. It's almost exactly the same exact thing. Guns all need to be different. Different fire rates, and there are ways to handle this. Modern Warfare 2, despite a lot of things, had great gun balance with the exception of the UMP, and I think that's it, actually. But let me tell you, before I screw up too badly on Modern Warfare 2 statistics, let me tell you what I know that should happen in Modern Warfare 3. Or at least what should, or in Black Ops 2, that should have happened in Modern Warfare 2. For one, 2 guns in the assault rifle category needed to be buffed. They needed to put the AK-47 and the CM901 at a 2-shot kill to the upper chest and head. While they do have the head, they don't have the upper chest, and because they're so slow to fire and they have so much recoil, it really makes them not worth it in the long run. So most people don't end up running these 2 weapons. That's why you hardly ever see them. On the other hand, guns like the M4, the SCAR, the M4, the SCAR, the G36, and the FAD, and then I mean you have the Type 95, which needs to be a 3-shot or a 2-shot kill with an M16 fire rate, and an M16, which needs to be a 2-shot kill with the Type 95 fire rate. I don't know, they really screwed that up. But if you put, because all those 4 weapons I just mentioned have 3-shot kills, that's essentially like they were stopping power in Modern Warfare 2. But because the AK-47, which was a 2-shot kill before, suddenly is a 3-shot kill, it's just not worth to use it. But I am going to try and get you a gameplay with an interesting setup that I think might work, depending on how much correlation there is between the story mode AK-47 and the multiplayer mode AK-47, because I want to try with ACOG, but that's a topic, or I guess a gameplay entirely different. So, if they had done something like that, the fire rates are all pretty unique. I don't think anything has really the same fire rate as another gun in this game. They're all different, even if it's only by a little bit, and that's awesome. The gun balance in this game would be perfect with that in the assault rifle category. So, basically for Black Ops, for the assault rifles, they need to be almost exactly the same as they are. Very good at medium to long range, decent at close range if you're using the right one, but they can still manage at close range, even if they're not the best choice. Now for the shotguns, which I just talked about because I'm holding one right now, they need to be powerful. Like, they need to be much more powerful than they are. If the shotgun can fire semi-auto, it needs to be less powerful than one. It basically needs to be a less consistent 1-shot kill at any range, at any distance, or by distance I mean like hip fire spreads, sort of. than all of the pump-action shotguns and the low fire rate capped shotguns. For instance, the USASS 12, and it actually does, so this is fine. It's a good example. Almost always gets one-shot kills more often than the striker. However, the striker is probably better because you can fire faster. But as long as the shotguns get a range buff, a power buff, and become the absolute dominant weapon in close range, that would perfectly balance them. Which naturally leads me on to the SMGs. SMGs are very good in this game, and we all know that. And what they need to do is partly implement some of what they did with Black Ops, which is some more 4-shot kill SMGs. For instance, the PP90 should be a 4-shot kill. The MP7 should have recoil. The fact that it has no recoil, if you put range on an MP7, the only recoil you get is the idle sweat. There's no actual recoil of the gun, and that shouldn't be the case. I should never win. Well, I mean, unless you really just catch a guy off guard or you get lucky. You should not have a reliable long-range weapon with the mobility of an SMG. I think what they did to the UMP from Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3 was great. And it's still quite usable at all ranges, but it's not. Excuse me, it's not nearly as good as it used to be. I still love it though. Anyway. So, the SMGs, Wings of Redemption mentioned taking out rapid fire. I disagree. I think rapid fire should remain in the game. It's kind of a nice benefit because what it does is it just makes SMGs closer to shotguns and have a less long-range capability, which is like a whole new class of weapon on its own. Now, so if certain SMGs, like the low recoil ones, should be the low damage ones. High fire rate runs, like the PM9, should be high damage with slightly lower recoil than they have now. Look at me getting my controller disconnected. If I remember correctly, I get a really weird death after this, but I'm not positive. I feel like this happens to me a lot. Anyway, so after SMGs, assault rifles, and shotguns, we have the LMGs, and then quickly cover, let's see, I'll quickly cover the sniper rifles, and then maybe talk about secondaries. So, LMGs. Wings of Redemption was talking about how they need to sort of be like very stable when you're crouched or prone, but when you're walking have much more recoil. And let me just tell you what I think. If you guys want to watch this video, you can search for it. It's one of his most recent videos. But here's what I think. LMGs, for one, need to have no drop-off damage whatsoever. If it's a 3-shot kill close range, it's a 3-shot kill long range. It's what they did in Modern Warfare 2, it's what they did in Black Ops, with the exception of the M60, which makes sense because you don't want to have a 2-shot kill at every range, that's overpowered. But it's not what they did in Modern Warfare 3, and for this reason, LMGs suffer. Let's take the one I know most about, the MG36. It has a 3-shot kill at close range and a 4-shot kill at long range. But it has significantly more recoil than the G36, which fires at the same rate, has slightly less range but less recoil, more mobility, faster reload, and in this sense, the G36 just outclasses the MG36, and oh my god, that ended way faster than I thought it would. So, I guess I'll do another commentary after this talking about the LMGs in more depth and the sniper rifles, as well as talking about secondary. So if you like this video, comment, rate, subscribe, and another one should be coming soon. Thanks for watching.
I'm liking this lobby.